On the left, for those who can read it, these are the population growth rates, long-term population growth rates of a whole bunch of countries. Greece, Japan, Germany, Russia, Italy, Taiwan, Thailand, China, France, Turkey, UK, Spain, yada, yada, yada. The highest population growth rates by a mile in the world are in Australia, New Zealand and Israel, and have been for 3 generations. So if you have the highest population growth rates in the world, then all other things being equal, more people, same amount of land, price of land goes up, right? And in all the blather that's been going on about shorter term issues and negative gearing and interest rates and all the other things, which are all factors, Australians seem to not be aware of the fact that far and away the biggest driver is, firstly, that we have had and have had for 100 years amongst the highest population growth rates in the world. And secondly, and this is uniquely Australian, which is what these other charts try and show, we have the highest population concentration in the world. 52% of our population live in just 3 urban centres, right? Sydney, Melbourne and South East Queensland. There's no other country on earth that has that level of population concentration other than, you know, the sort of city-states like Hong Kong or Singapore or Monaco or whatever. So in the US, for example, the top 20 cities in the US only make up, 4 in 10 people live in the top 20 cities in the US. 5 in 10 people in Australia live in the top 3 cities. So basically, if you own well-located land with a solid older dwelling on it in Sydney, Melbourne or South East Queensland, then these underlying factors will continue to drive up the value of the land underneath that property. And that is what's been going on for 100 years in this country. And so that's the deal. So anyone who thinks they're going to stop property prices going up would have to either stop population growth rates going up, which has been bipartisan policy for generations, or radically change the urban concentration in Australia. And perhaps we're seeing a little bit of that now, and perhaps things like fast trains might impact that. And thirdly, would have to see really bad macroeconomic management. And the truth is, Australia's been one of the best managed macroeconomies in the world, certainly for the last 30 to 35 years. So unless any of those things change, the value of urban land and the buildings that are on it, the value of the properties on it are going to keep going up.